Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We'll start our class just within a minute. People are joining and we'll start our class. So yesterday we have discussed about human resource management, and we have seen there that the prime importance there in human resource management is that there is a importance given to relationship among the employees, in between employees, and also between employer and employee, so that whatever objectives the organization has decided, those objectives are supposed to be met with ease without any difficulty. Those objectives should be fulfilled. In order to that, so that the objectives uh, can be fulfilled, several things we have seen how one can have effective management of the staff members, how the supervisors can motivate the staff working under them. And today also the topic is related to human resource only. That is what we, in other words, what we call the staff members. But we are going to stress more on the planning aspects. Long-term plan, whenever we are talking about a planning will be normally for a longer duration. We have to foresee certain things. What will be the future requirement? What is the present existing staff? What will be the future need? How we will be able to carry out the work in future, so that the growth of library take place. Today I am finding very limited strength. Only 9 people are there. Is there anything today, any festival or anything? I do not know why people are now. Every day there used to be 30, 25, 30 people. Today only limited to 9. Anyhow, we will continue. So, what are the things which we are going to see about the staff members or the human resource, how we call it? The process of human resource or the staffing will be having following major elements, what we are going to discuss today. What it is? Number 1, effective recruitment and selection of the staff. How we are going to make the staff recruitment, how we are going to select the people so that they can perform their duties, they can perform the functions of the library. Second thing, what will be the possible sound classification and pay plans, pay scales, what will be the designations, how they will be uh, made responsible according to their designations. And then we are going to see how we are going to place the staff who are getting selected through a recruitment plan to carry out the jobs in the library, how we are going to place them correctly in the respective place so that they can carry out their responsibilities. Then we will also discuss about appropriate training and development required for the staff members from time to time, how we are going to provide the staff members or the people in the library some training and some workshops, etc. We may provide opportunities to them to enhance their skills. Whatever the skills are there, they should get their skills enhanced. And also we will see how satisfactory the assignments will be and what will be the choice for them to get promoted, and also the aspects of transfers, etc. And also we will discuss the adequate provision for the retirement benefits to be given to them. And while in service, what welfare activities the employer can provide to the employees, and after completion of the service, if they successfully complete the tenure, maybe 30-35 years, and what will be the benefits, what we call as post-retirement benefits like GPF, PPF, this Provident Fund, General Provident Fund, etc. And how they are going to get benefited. All those things we are going to discuss in detail. Whatever the time is there, within 1 hour, whatever we can discuss, we will be trying to cover these aspects. Before going further deep into the chapter or deep into the aspects of human resource planning, as usual, we will see 1 or 2 definitions, what management people or what management experts or gurus have told about the management planning. The Coleman, Bruce P. Coleman, how he has defined the human resource planning. It's what he says. It is the process of determining manpower requirements and the means for meeting those requirements in order to carry out the integrated plan of the organization. Naturally, the management will have certain plans, what works are to be carried out during a year, and accordingly, the human source requirement is fulfilled and they are assigned the jobs, different people. Another management expert, Steiner, what he has written in his book is strategy for the acquisition, utilization, improvement, and preservation of an enterprise human resources. This planning is related to acquisition, utilization, or use, or improvement and preservation of the human resource or the staff members of an organization. What it says, it relates to establishing job specifications, are the quantitative requirements of jobs, determining the number of personnel required and developing sources of manpower. So, according to the need of the organization, first we have to see what are the works which are to be carried out in an organization. See, a analysis of entire organization's jobs is to be done, and then accordingly see that all those works or all those jobs which are to be carried out in an organization are categorized, and the staff members are recruited to carry out those responsibilities. If it is a library, we know what are the jobs in a library. Normally, we have to select the material, we have to acquire the different resources, we have to place order, get those resources, process those resources technically, classify, catalog, label, maintain, circulate among the users. So all these jobs are to be carried out in the library, and we need suitable persons to carry out those jobs as per their skills, as per their qualifications. So we have to recruit the persons at different levels so that appropriate jobs can be assigned to them, appropriate work can be assigned to them, so that they can carry out those things without any difficulty. Of course, whenever there is any difficulty, wherever there is a problem, the supervisors or the staff who are looking as officers, they try to solve whenever there is a problem arise, the officers or the supervisors try to solve those problems. Now, let us see some of the objectives why human resource planning is required in an organization, why human resource planning is necessary. We know in our life we plan for several things, for the education of children, how to provide good education to them, how to manage the family affairs well. Eh, Like that, we are even in our house also, we are planning. Similarly, in an organization, the staff members, the management of the organization is required to make plans so that the works which are required to be carried out in order to fulfill the goals or objectives of the organization are carried out without any problem, without any break. So, for that, suitable planning is to be done. How many people are to be recruited? What should be their qualifications? How they will be able to carry the duties assigned to them smoothly? All those things. What are the requirements of existing manpower to be trained? Whether they are to be sent for some training, for enhancing their skills? Are they required to attend some workshop? Not only that, we encourage the staff members to increase or enhance their qualifications. In many organizations, even in government also, they provide the study leave so that the staff members can acquire higher qualification in their field. They provide study leave, they provide the financial help so that they can carry out higher education in their subject field, so as to carry out the work of the organization with more enhanced skills, more protection, more benefits can be there to the organization if they acquire the higher skills or higher education. Normally, the objectives of the human resource planning is to some of the things I have been listed here. What it says to carry on its work. Each organization needs personnel with the necessary qualifications, skills, knowledge, work, experience, exposure, and aptitude for work. These are provided through effective manpower planning. Every organization will have a human resource division which plans for the enhancement of the skills of the workers, skills of the staff members. They will plan what to do, how to enhance their skills, whether they require any training, whether they require any higher education, whether they require any conferences to be attended so as to improve their skills. Whatever latest developments are there in the field, they will get enhance their skills, technical skills, so as to carry out the work smoothly. It says the number of persons have to be replaced from time to time who retire, die, or become incapacitated because of physical or mental ailments. There is a constant need for replacement such personnel, otherwise the work would suffer. Why we need human resource department who plan for the acquisition of the staff, recruitment of the staff? Because, you know, when we hire the staff members in an organization, it will be for limited period, maybe 30 years. After that person retires, the new person is to be recruited. While in service, somebody may die, somebody may get injured, somebody may become sick, he may not be able to carry out the work. So in such cases also, we need the replacement of the staff. That planning who will do? The human resource development or human resource management division people see all these things. How many people are retiring? Are there any people who have become sick, not able to carry out their jobs? Have some people become handicapped? So replace new staff. All those things are to be planned by these people. Human resources planning is essential because of frequent labor turnover, which is unavoidable and even beneficial because it arises from factors which are socially and economical sound, such as voluntary quits, promotion. However, the term or depends on the labor market. So, what they have mentioned, what is meant by here? You know, some people, they have not completed their service. Within itself, they are getting some better choice of chance of getting job somewhere else. So what they will do? They quit the job. They resign from the job. They will go somewhere else because they are getting higher position. Or within the organization, a person who is carrying out lower jobs got promoted. He becomes supervisor. So his place is vacant. So for such things also, such developments also, we need the replacement of staff from time to time. And the HR division carries out these plans and give advertisement, recruit the fresh people so that they may be replaced in place of the persons who have resigned, who have gone, who have died, or for any way. So, in order to meet the needs of expansion programs, that is to meet the uh, increased the demands for services by growing number of users. Suppose the people are not, their existing staff is carrying out their jobs. No doubt. Nobody has left. Nobody resigned. In spite of that, sometime what happens, there will be growth in number of users. Suppose a library is there, where there may be some 100 or 80 users may be there in a year. But if you find that in the next coming years, the number has increased, the users have gone up from 80 to 150, 140. So that means the capacity of single staff to manage the work will be automatically reduced, isn't it? Because more number of users means more human power is required to manage the services. For that purpose, there may be, due to the expansion of the services, due to the expansion of the user load, one may require the additional staff members. Similarly, uh, it is not must always that the new recruitment has to be done. Sometimes what happens, the organization transfer one person from the other division. If there are surplus staff if they find that surplus staff is there in one of the divisions, they may shift the person from a section to the another section. So overall objectives of human resource planning is to ensure optimum use of human resource. We should take the work to the maximum extent. Then to assess or forecast future skills requirements to achieve the organization's objectives. So we suppose we want to, in future, we want to add some new projects, expand our activity. So for that purpose also, we have to forecast the future manpower requirement, and accordingly, we have to uh, uh, recruit additional staff. And also, we have to see that what level people are required, and why we required, what are the qualifications, all those things are seen just in order to uh, fulfill the human requirements. Let us see. Now we'll go to an important activity of where we see how we are going to put up our requirement, human resource requirement to the organization. What are the things we have to look after before giving advertisement for the post, or before we put the our requirement to the concerned HRP division or HRM division. First thing is to be carried out when we want to uh, have new staff recruited. We have to see the first thing, we have to analyze the present situation, analyze the present human manpower, existing human manpower. So, and also we have to, before during the analysis of the personnel, we have to also see what are the different jobs to be carried out in an organization, that we call it as job analysis. What are the jobs to be carried out that we have to analyze? That is known as job analysis. What it says, job analysis is to find out what is to be done and to determine the best method of doing it. It usually involves collecting information on characteristics of a job that differentiate it from the other jobs. Information that can be helpful for making that distinction includes what are the things, how we can analyze the what are the jobs to be carried out in organization. Suppose it is a library, how we can analyze the jobs of the library, where we have to see what work activities are carried out, what behavior is required, what is the working conditions, and by interacting with others, and what performance we are expected of the existing staff as well as the new staff to be recruited, what machines and equipments are there which are to be operated, what gadgets are to be operated by the staff, and then personal requirements. And then also we have to see how we can supervise the work of people who are going to be recruited. So job analysis is very important activity. We can also say the job analysis is the process of obtaining pertinent information about the nature of a specific job through three things we have to do. How we can do job analysis? We have to see, use some method like observation, as we do in survey, questionnaire, and also we can use the daily method if we want. What is the purpose of job analysis? Why we should do job analysis? To identify critical performance components of the job. What are the different components of a job to be carried out, which may call it as a critical job component. That is to determine the task that comprises the job. What are the different components of a job? First, we have to identify while doing the job analysis. Analysis is, itself is the process of breaking the works into parts, in components. So we have to, in order to do that, we have to understand the job, what job is to be carried out, how we can find out its components. Another thing is to determine the abilities, skills, knowledge, and kind of experience required for carrying out the job. That is all very, very much important. You have analyzed a job, what are its components, but you have to find out the also what are the education, what abilities, what skills, what knowledge, and what type of experience is required in order to carry out the job, particular job. And also we have to study the job components more rather than analyzing the human power. We have to analyze their skills rather than directly seeing how many people can carry out the job. Okay, that is, you can deploy suitable number 1 or 2 or 3% depending on the job. The next aspect, before we recruit the person or human power, is to job description and job specification. We have to describe the different components of the job. What is job description? It provides clear demarcation of duties and responsibilities. You know how you are describing? You have to clearly demarcate the duties and responsibilities. Suppose it is a circulation section. You have to entrust that one person is responsible for create a database of members. If it is a computerized circulation system, his job is to see that the members' tickets are issued. He has to see that if some members are leaving, provide NOC to them, see that the always database is up to date. The other person's duty may be to that component of job to issue the book. He may take the cards from the readers. He may see that it is proper entry is made. The books are issued. He may be responsible to issue the reminders to the people who are not returning the books on time. So demarcate the components of a particular job. Who is going to do what kind of job? What will be his responsibility? If it is the acquisition system, the section, who is going to place the orders? How if the books have come, then who is going to classify? Who is going to catalog? Who is going to technically process the book? Who are the maintenance staff? All components of the job should be determined, demarcated, and accordingly duties and responsibilities are to be assigned to the concerned staff. And while describing the job, we have to see the whatever component of the job is there, you have to see accordingly what level of qualifications are required to carry out a job. Suppose I say the classification of books is there to be assigned. Means a classification and cataloging section is there. Who will be able to carry out the classification job? Do you think that the person who is just a middle level or lower level staff member having only a qualification, just a graduation or just less than that, will be able to do the classification? No. The classification is to be carried out, to be done by the person who is good knowledge of the subject. He has got good understanding. He should know how to classify what are the rules. So, who are the people who are well qualified, who have got good knowledge of the subject knowledge, or good in classification? Such person only will be assigned responsibility to classify the job. You cannot say him to just to paste the labels or just to put the information in the database. The person who are knowledgeable only will be assigned such jobs of classifying or cataloging the books. He should know the rules and regulations. So, in order to carry out a job, its description is to be given. If you see your study material, they have given the how the tasks are to be carried out, how the jobs are to be described. They have given the one after one certain things like basic details of job to be carried out, then purpose of carrying out that particular activity, what are the tasks, what are the standards. You have to suppose a person has to catalog or classify. You have to make him the person. Why we need a qualified librarian? He knows what are the standards for classification, what are the standards for carrying out the cataloging. He should know, a thorough knowledge should be there for AACR or the code which they are using. They should know about DDC, UDC or any classification system followed by the organization, some standards, then we can assign the responsibilities of carrying out the job. And then we have also to see certain things. Physical and social environment should be conducive for carrying out the job. All required things are available there. And also, if required, we may send that person, whoever been assigned a job, to for further training or further education, and also provide some advancement opportunities for carrying out whether they want to join for higher course or get higher education or go attend some courses of technical nature, so that the they not only they are able to carry out the job with more uh, efficiency, but also it leads to their promotion, their career development. Naturally, if an employee goes for higher education, gets higher degree, or he goes for some training, attains some new additional enhanced skills, then naturally he will be promoted. When his turn for promotion comes, naturally, he without any hesitation, he will be promoted to higher responsibility, higher job. So career development is also very much important. And further, one has to provide the job specification and how uh, one will be able to fulfill his responsibility, how he is going to carry out the works, what aptitude is required for that. So, under job specification that is given. What it says, the job specification describes the knowledge, skills, then attitude required to perform the job effectively. The most systematic format consists of, he has given in certain columns, we can describe, making 4 columns, what are the things required and all. It is given, you can go in detail in your study material. Apart from that, what is, he has given certain things. The person should have good physique, he should have good health, he should have the good uh, uh, doing the job, skills to do the job. He should have good intelligence. He should have the aptitude for acquiring the new knowledge about the new equipment, new methods, and also he should have the interest to carry out the uh, assigned job with more ease. Now we will see some important aspects of the acquiring, how you can acquire like less staff, you want to add more, or some people have left, some people have retired, some people have resigned. So whatever may be the reason, you want the additional staff. So how you can go for the additional staff by recruitment. So every organization will have the recruitment policy, how they are going to find out the good persons and qualified persons and deploy them, and also make efforts to, when you are not only when you recruit a staff, put them for some responsibility, but also see that you try your best to retain them by suppose today you are recruiting, and after 1 year or 1.5 years the person leaves the job. So what happens? Gap remains. So you have to also see that whoever the staff recruited, new staff recruited, they should be retained for future. Provide them good facility. Whatever the rules may be, you provide them good facility, good pay scale as per their educational qualification, and children's welfare or some housing facility, some quarters, so that those staff, so they may be coming from faraway place, they may find it difficult to come from a faraway place, even though get they recruited, they may find problem. Provide them quarters. If you see, many of the organization, government organization also, in the within their campuses, they will have their quarters. They will have sometimes a school within the campus or nearby, so that the children of the employees can go and study. These people can come on time for attending the duty, because they are within the quarter. They will be able to come even by walk. If they are far away places, it may be difficult for them. So see that whoever staff, whatever staff you recruit, they retain in the organization. Don't run away. So that if long time they are there, you will be able to achieve the organization goals. They will also get satisfaction of doing the job without any problem. So a proper recruitment policy, proper pay scale, proper working conditions, proper welfare activities given to the staff. All those things have to be carried out. They should be framed by the organization. Normally, what happens? There are two ways. You suppose there is a human resource requirement. Some additional staff member is required in the organization. Two, three things are there. You may give advertisement in the newspaper, in some media, and get the person. Applicants, people will be applying, get applications. Or you may also, there are earlier there, now also in some places there are what we call employment exchanges. You can get the people through employment exchanges and call them if they are suitable, call them for interview. Normally, how the recruitment plan works: before you call a person for interview, what is the process? One should know. First thing, give advertisement in the media, in newspapers, provide certain time limit, some date. In the advertisement, required qualification, required age, up to which age one can apply, what are the qualifications required, how much the experience required, all those things and the conditions should be mentioned. And nowadays there are websites of different organizations. They are putting a small advertisement in the newspaper, having a 5-10 lines only, telling that we need such and such. Suppose we need a librarian, we need an assistant librarian. So we need this for conditions. You see the website of the organization, they give the website address. And if you go to the website, you find the detailed information, detailed qualification required, age, experience, other conditions, and job description, what job requirements are there. All those things are mentioned on the website, which person can see. And when the applicants send the applications, after the last date, a screening committee is created. They will go through the applications. They see that technically all the persons who have applied who are the persons among them who are well qualified. They fulfill all the technical and educational qualifications within the age limit, required experience, all those things they will check, and they prepare a list of the eligible applicants who can be called for interview. Suppose there are a number of applications are very large number, then may go for some written examination so that the uh, their knowledge, their aptitude, etc., can be judged through examination. And suppose a select list of the candidates with a certain threshold are selected, then they are called for interview. Once the interview is normally the interview consists of certain committee consists of certain members. They may be the head of the organization or his nominee or his representative, some subject expert people. They will be there in order to assess the suitability of the candidate for the job to be for which he is getting selected. What kind of person, what is his experience, what kind of understanding he has got. Everything is judged by the committee, including subject expert, so that once they are uh, selected, being the suitable candidate, then they are given certain time limit to join, maybe a month or 40 days, whatever it may be, as per the company rules or the organization rules. When they come, their original certificates are checked, and of course, medical examination has to be carried out, whether they are physically fit for the job to be carried out, whether they have got any diseases, already they are suffering from some disease, or they are physically fit to carry out the job. That is, when the post is there in government, when it is gazetted post, the medical board also will examine the candidate thoroughly. All medical investigations are carried out. And suppose person is fit, apart from this medical, all health fitness examination of the candidates take place. There is what we call character assessment. Whether the person has, what kind of his character is there, whether he has got any criminal activity carried out in the past. For that also, police verification takes place. If you join any corporate or any government organization, thorough police investigation takes place. The organization, before they give you the final letter of joining, they write to the police department. They will do proper investigations, going to the candidate's house, where he has been for the last several years, in which places. All those inquiries are carried out. And once the candidate is found to be a person without any criminal background, he goes, that report is sent to him, to the organization, and the organization calls the candidate. In government, there is a rule, they take the oath that they will be following the rules and regulation and follow the discipline, etc. And then finally, the person is given a letter, joining letter, final joining letter. Once he is assigned the place, his placement is done in any particular section, any particular job. So these are some of the activities which are carried out before the recruitment. One aspect is his technical, his educational qualifications. Another is technical skills. Third thing is his experience, how much experience he has got, and then once after assessing all those things, his aptitude, etc., and his skills, then he is recruited. Then he has to go for medical examination, go for the verification, police verification, etc. And then finally he joins. Once he joins, he is inducted. What is meant by induction? The person is introduced to other employees. He is introduced to that such as a person, new person has joined as a librarian in the organization. He is taken to different divisions. He may be taken to, by administrative officer or his assistants. He will be introduced, and then he also will be oriented what kind of organization is there, what kind of jobs are carried out in the organization, and what are his responsibilities. There is his job requirements, what he has to carry out. His responsibilities are given by the head of the division under whom he is working, head of the library. He will assign the job, give in the writing that these are your jobs, these are your responsibility, these are the standards to be followed to carry out the work. Everything is explained to him, and the person will be able to carry out the jobs. And during his job, several welfare activities will be there, for which he will be eligible, like getting a quarter. If quarters are there, he may be given the quarter to stay. He may be given the facility for fees reimbursement for his children, may be limited to 2, whatever it may be. They provide the fees reimbursement so that the children carry out the main purpose of these welfare activities is that he should concentrate on his job without thinking of the problems of his family. When he is coming from his house to the office, he should concentrate on his work. He should not worry about the other things, his family responsibilities. He is given sufficient, as I told, if quarters are not given, he is eligible for HRA, the house rent allowance. He can hire on rent some house. Then other thing, if they are in the campus, school is there, he will get admission, his children admitted there. Fees reimbursement is there. If school is outside, some organizations will have the bus facilities for the children so that they are carried in the vehicle to the school and they bring and then they live there, all those facilities. And after putting certain years service in government there or even in corporate organizations, they provide what we call house building advance, which is deducted in the installments from the salary. And they will get professional allowance. They will also, apart from that, they will get what we call dearness relief or dearness allowance from time to time. That enhancement may be there once in 6 months or once in a year. They may get the annual increment every year, so that gives that they are carrying out their responsibility. So organization also takes care of the employees, so that they are comfortable, they are in good working conditions. Even in the office, they may provide fans, they may provide coolers in summer, they may provide AC, and also the other things like um, their employees should not feel because they are doing repetitive jobs, they are carrying out honestly their jobs. So some leisure period should be there. So they are providing them. Of course, leave entitlements will be there. Casual leave will be there. Earned leave will be there. Medical leave will be there. Half pay leave or medical leave will be there. They will be provided LTC, leave travel, LTA or LTC, leave travel concession or leave travel allowances, so that they can, uh, with their family, with their children, they can visit some places. They can also enjoy some leisure time apart from their busy schedule. All those welfare activities are carried out not only by government organization, but several companies offer these facilities to the employees. And of course, there will be some what we call the provident fund will be deducted every month. Some installments are cut, and at the time of retirement, several benefits like gratuity, some month's salary will be given. They will be having facility to get, of course, pension will be given, or then there may be what we call CPA, contributory provident fund. So matching grant they may give, or even some organizations they are giving facilities in government. There will be what we call leave commutation. You can commute leave their pension benefits up to uh, some 30-40%. There will be leave encashment if you don't avail the leave during the service. Then leave encashment. All these several facilities are there, which I have told and which I might have not told also. Those facilities will be there. What is the responsibility of the employee? He has to, he will be given some in service choice to chance to attend the some conferences, attend some workshop, attend some training, acquire higher education by taking study leave. And apart, but his main responsibility will also be there, that every year he has to write a performance appraisal report. We call APARS, APARs, annual performance appraisal reports. What work he has carried out during the year, what are his achievements, how many other people he has trained, has he, how much quantity or what quantum of work he has done, was there any difficulty in carrying out those jobs, and how much leave he has taken during the year. All those things are mentioned in the performance appraisal, and that performance appraisal is uh, suppose every periodically, every 5 years or every 6 years, he may be while getting promotion, his path or appraisal, performance appraisal is through his supervisor, goes to the higher ups in the organization who assess the performance, award some grades, whether he has been good, whether he is unsatisfactory or satisfactory, good, very good, outstanding, excellent. All those grades are awarded, and based on his appraisal gradings, sometime there will be provision for merit promotions to be given to the person. So all those things are there. Apart from that, every employee has to follow the office rules and regulation. He has to be disciplined person. If he has got grievance, any problem which he wants to bring to the notice of the higher authorities through proper channel, he can go apply and bring that problem to the through his supervisor. If it is at an officer level, it will be the problem will be solved then and there only. Otherwise, it will be forwarded to the higher authorities and it will be tried to solved at the organization level. It is from time to time, sometime depending on the appraisal reports, if there is some bad report, is negative report is there, sometime punishment also is required to be given. The organization, they are sometime giving issue some what we call disciplinary action notice, some memo is issued, or sometime if required if somebody has done some corruption or he has done some indiscipline thing, he may be his increment may be stopped for a year, he may be awarded some punishment also. And but when he has done good thing, when his protection is higher, he is a disciplined person, achieved more, then he may also be awarded merit promotion. So both the things, appraisal brings both appreciations as well as some punishments also. If you have got good achievement, you will be given more sops. If you are done some negative things, some indiscipline created, then you person will be naturally issued memo, or he may be suspended, he may be terminated also if some grave negligence has been done. So anything can be done. So this is all about, in nutshell, about the human resource planning, recruitment, selection, the welfare activities of the provided by the employer to the employees, and also the merits and demerits, what he is achieving. Based on that, he may get promotion or he may get also demoted. Sometime, if some gross negligence has been done by the employee, some indiscipline or financial or maybe corruption, the person may be not only promoted, but he may be demoted also. So all those things are carried out. So this is all in nutshell. We will meet next week on Saturday, same time, and we'll discuss about the importance of communication within an organization, from employer to employee, or between employee to employee, and all those things we will see. And also, last class, I will try to sum up and give you the what is done in a library, A to Z. That will be in my last class. I will be giving you all aspects of library, how to manage it, what are the works to be carried out, how it has to be done. Everything in a nutshell we will discuss in last class. That is on next Sunday. And Saturday we will be seeing about the last two chapters are there. That is one about change, and another thing is about the communication, this talk. So we'll stop here. Anything? Anybody would like, before I close, anything anybody would like to ask? Any clarification?
No, sir. Time is up.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We'll meet next class. Okay.